If you're a man over 40 who wants to attract younger women, this video breaks down the behaviors you must avoid because they make you come across as creepy.
We'll begin by addressing a harsh reality that many guys struggle with, the immediate judgment that occurs when a woman simply finds a man unattractive. I want to be direct about this because a lot of the time, the term creepy is used as a convenient social shield, a quick, dismissive label slapped onto any man a woman doesn't find appealing or someone she considers outside her social tier. It's a way of saying, you don't meet my standards, so your approach is invalid. While this isn't the case for every woman, I strongly feel we must reserve the word creepy for truly violating or disturbing encounters, not for mild awkwardness or lack of chemistry. For instance, a simple introduction is not creepy, regardless of who's doing the introducing. Someone briefly glancing in your direction because they genuinely find you beautiful isn't creepy, even if you don't find them attractive in return. I can't rewire the inherent visceral reactions of every person on the planet, so rather than dwelling on external factors, we must focus on what is within our power. I bring up this link between lack of attraction and the creepy label not to wound your feelings, but out of a deep desire to help you avoid falling into cycles of resentment or bitterness toward women. You have to accept that you simply won't be desirable to everyone, and that is perfectly okay. Some women will unfortunately dismiss you as weird or creepy purely based on their initial lack of attraction, and those women are not worth your energy or frustration. The truly empowering move is to channel that focus inward. You should be actively working to improve your appearance, which includes your grooming, fashion choices, and hygiene. The way you present yourself to the world, think confident posture and clear communication, and your overall mental health. This dedicated self-improvement isn't a ploy to get a woman. It's an investment in your own well-being that naturally boosts your appeal and, crucially, your confidence, creating a powerful positive feedback loop. This process of taking personal accountability to become the best version of yourself is rewarding in itself. While it won't guarantee universal attraction, putting in consistent effort virtually guarantees a more positive reception in social interactions. This doesn't require getting plastic surgery or spending your life savings. It means maximizing the potential of the things you absolutely have control over. The second major misstep is the blatant refusal to respect disinterest, otherwise known as the relentless chase of a woman who is clearly uninterested. I understand that reading social signals is a minefield because women are often socialized to be indirect, sending mixed signals to avoid confrontation, or even leading men on because they enjoy the ego boost of the attention. To spare yourself frustration, stop fixating on ambiguous words and instead watch her actions. Her behavior will tell the true story. There are many situations where a woman has made her lack of interest explicitly clear. She stated she has a boyfriend, she told you she's too busy, or she said plainly, "I'm not interested." When you deliberately ignore these clear boundaries and continue to pursue, pester, or contact her, you are crossing the line. This failure to pick up on obvious social cues or explicit rejections makes you seem truly obsessive and shows poor judgment. When a man doesn't know when to concede and walk away, his persistence quickly devolves into being perceived as needy, desperate, and clingy, all of which are hallmarks of creepy behavior. This naturally leads us to obsessive behavior itself, the escalation that demonstrates a complete breakdown of boundaries. This includes the frantic, overwhelming barrage of communication like blowing up her phone with texts or sending numerous DMs on social media without ever receiving a reply. In this context, silence is a clear rejection. The creepy line is firmly crossed when you refuse to take no as a final answer, continuing to harass or contact her through different channels. This is particularly relevant with unwanted contact on social media. If you saw her on a dating app like Tinder, she didn't match with you, and you then track down her Instagram to message her, that is weird and a violation. She deliberately chose not to connect. You must honor that decision. Of course, the most severe forms of this, like physical or online stalking, are not just creepy, but often criminal. Another crucial area is awkward body language. Your body communicates volumes before you even speak, so mastering your body language is a powerful social skill. While I offer grace to those who are genuinely shy or have social anxiety, there are specific nonverbal cues that scream creepy. Be conscious of things like extreme nervousness, which includes completely avoiding eye contact, keeping your hands nervously hidden in your pockets, or acting skittish. These all make people uncomfortable. The most common and jarring nonverbal offense is staring. If you lock your gaze on her for a prolonged period, like a full minute, without looking away, it's profoundly creepy. Your immediate options are to either make a genuine approach and introduce yourself, or simply look away and respect her space. Beyond just eye contact, we must address unwanted touching. It is common for men, especially in social settings like bars or parties, to brush against, touch the small of her back, or lightly grab her arm while passing by. This unwarranted physical contact is invasive, weird, and creepy. You never need to initiate physical touch with a woman you don't know. No matter how attractive you may be, you must respect her physical boundaries. Finally, we address the territory of inappropriate comments. It is instantly disqualifying and creepy when men resort to making overtly sexual or crude remarks upon first meeting or early in an interaction. This is universally offensive. The source of the comment is irrelevant, whether it comes from a conventionally attractive man or a total stranger. The content is creepy every single time. Leading with sexuality signals that your only interest is physical, which instantly turns most women off. Sexual tension and intimacy are things that must be earned, built, and mutually developed over time through genuine connection. The very first message you send, or the first sentence you speak to a woman, should never contain sexual content. A more subtle, yet common example of a boundary-crossing comment is the phrase, "Where's my hug?" You should never say this to a stranger, a new acquaintance, or even a friend who hasn't offered one. It is deeply weird because it places pressure on her to perform physical affection. If she wanted to hug you, she would have done so without prompting. I strongly caution against any dating advice that recommends using this line, as it demonstrates a fundamental lack of respect for personal space. We often say or do these things without realizing their negative impact. So the goal here is to self-reflect, recognize these behaviors in yourself, and consciously eliminate them. Now that you understand what turns women off, it's time to learn what actually makes them attracted to you. Click the link in the description to learn how to do it right.